Hi everybody, I'm here today to do my video on my Taurus 605. That's the smaller of the two. I'm going to do a video on the other one, the 617, at some point as well, but today I'm going to talk about the 605. 605 is a J-frame sized 5-shot 357. It's got this matte finish. These are one of the newer ones. I got it brand new for $300 in tax. This matte finish on it, it don't look too bad, but it comes off very easily. This drag line on here was actually on it the day I bought it already from the factory that way, so it comes off very easily. And I dropped it about a week after I had it, and I put this nice little gash on the barrel, and it just scraped the finish right off. So that part I'm not too thrilled about with the gun, but other than that, I like it a lot. It comes with these rubber grips here, which ain't terrible. They're not too big. They hide pretty darn well. But if you see my Smith videos, you know I'm not a big fan of rubber grips. I prefer magnets if I can help it. I ordered a set of Pacmar oversized grips with the little pinky groove, and I ordered these about the same time. The Pacmar ones came in way sooner than these. I got these from, I think, from the dude in Thailand on eBay. So I had the Pacmar ones on for a while, and I liked them. They look really good on it. But once these magnets came in, I had to do a little bit of filing on the inside here because they didn't fit quite right. As you can see, it's still not perfect, but it's close enough. But once I got these set to fit, I have not used the Pacmar ones since. In fact, I've given them away to my dad for his newer Smith 637. But the gun itself is pretty cool. I know there's a lot of people that love Taurus, a lot of people that hate Taurus, and there are people who are in between and people who are just completely indifferent. This is the 357 version of the Taurus 85, which is their biggest seller. That's the 38 special only version. Personally, I mean, for the same size gun, I would rather have the 357 version. It only costs about $30-40 more than the 38 special version, so I figured why not have the more powerful option, because as you know, I could just shoot 38s out of it if I so choose, but I like having the option of the 357s. It's nice size. I got my my Chief Special here to compare sizes so you can see that they are pretty well about the same size. The 605 is definitely heavier because of the 357. You know, it's got to be heavier for the recoil and probably stronger built for the pressure of the 357s. But it's nice and small. Tucks away in your pocket real easy. You know, get a little bulge, but not too much. You don't really see it sticking out of the back too well. And just disappears. You know, not too many people, when you pull a pistol out on somebody real quick out of your pocket, they usually expect the 38. That 357 is a nice surprise. But this hammer doesn't seem to catch too bad in my pocket. I'm not. It comes out pretty easy. I usually make it a habit of resting my thumb on top of the hammer, so when I jerk it out, it doesn't catch anyways, because I don't like shrouded hammered guns or internal hammer guns very much. So it is nice when you tuck it inside the waistband. I mean, if you got a t-shirt on, it'll show a little bit right here, but if you got a sweatshirt like this, or a hood sweatshirt or something, it really doesn't show at all, actually. It's a nice gun. I was shooting 38 special. I've had it at the range one time. Shooting the 38s out of it, it felt like shooting a 22. It had almost no recoil whatsoever. Nice heavy. It's a pretty heavy gun for its size, so there's almost no recoil. I had these hollow point 357 rounds, 158 grain. I forget who makes them, but I mean, even I had the magnet grips on it when I took it to the range too, and I mean, I shoot these all day long with no problem. And I also was shooting buffalo bore 180 grain lead slugs out of it, and these kick a little bit harder. These have a noticeable difference. They kick like a mule, but I don't know. A lot of people don't like the excessive recoil. A lot of people don't like the magnet grips because it hurts more when you shoot heavy loads out of it. But personally, I don't want my gun to go boom. I want it to go boom. So I don't know. I think I'm about the only person in the world that I've ever met that feels that way. But And that's why I'm gonna get a 44 mag one day, because 357 don't kick hard enough. It ain't powerful enough. But I guess that's the American way, right? Bigger, faster, stronger, more powerful. So, but yeah, I started getting a little carried away with the buffalo bore rounds, and I had an issue with one of the chambers in here, where I'd be cycling through and everything's fine, and then it would get to this certain chamber, and I go to pull back and nothing would happen. But if I let off and try it again, it would go straight through. And every time it's the same one. Be going through, no problems, and all of a sudden, can't pull, let off, do it again, and it go through. So I don't want to send it back to Taurus, because I've read a lot of videos or reviews about them, about how they take forever getting back. Sometimes they don't do a good job fixing it or whatever. So I took some empty casings and put them in here and just started working it over and over and over and over and over, all the way through the whole cylinder, over and over and over. And it kept sticking. And that day that I got home from the range, I kept working it, and it just worked itself out. I haven't been back to the range, so I don't know, but next time I'm going to take a little easy on the buffalo bore rounds here. As much as I hate to say that, I'm going to have to, because I don't want to ruin the gun, even though it wasn't too expensive. I like carrying this thing because it's powerful. I shot a car door with it one time, and it blew right through that car door like it wasn't even sitting there. But, yeah, I'm going to have to stick with the 38s and the hollow point 357s, because I don't want to have another issue like that again, because next time it might not work itself out so easily. But it's a pretty cool little piece. It's got the internal firing pin, transfer bar, and it's not too bad. That's pretty much how they're all made nowadays, unfortunately. It does have the lock too, but unlike Smith, Taurus puts theirs here. Now, I don't know if they got a patent on this or what, but I wish the new Smiths would be like this too, because that swoop is a full-blown swoop. I like that look. The new Smiths kind of have that, like, it's a little bit less, because they got that lock sitting right here, and I don't know, I don't care for it very much. But the only new Smith I think I'd want is that new 69, the 5-shot 44 mag. But anyways, yeah, so I could care less about a lock on these guns, because you don't even notice it. But it's not a bad piece. I like it a lot. I usually carry the buffalo bore rounds in it when I carry it on me, because if it's going to shoot through a car door like nothing, imagine what it's going to do to the human body if I ever had to use it in self-defense. Nobody, person wouldn't stand a chance. You could probably kill a deer with those things. But, yeah, it's a cool piece. I like it a lot. It's really nice little, looks like a little mafia hit gun kind, I guess. But, especially with the magnet grips, feels great in my hands. And, I don't know, it's a nice gun. I'd recommend it to anybody. I wish I could have gotten one of the older ones that have the metallic finish like the 617 has here. But, they don't make them like that anymore. They're only like this. So, but if I were to find one, a used one, a decent price, in good condition, and I had the money, I would definitely pick it up, because I do dig these guns a lot. I really like the 605. I don't know that I'd buy an 85. Nothing against them, but you might as well spend a little bit extra cash and have the ability for the 357, because why not? If it's going to be the exact same gun, but the ability to have more power, you might as well, in my opinion. But that's just me. Not everybody feels that way. Not everybody likes 357. But, yeah, I like that gun a lot. I'm going to do another video here on the 617 one day. It's a pretty cool gun, too. That's a 7-shot 357, and it's about a K-frame sized gun. And I like that one a lot, too. I've had absolutely no issues with that. I bought it used for under $400, and I've had no problems with it. But it appears Jackie's getting bored of my video making, so I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'll have another video up soon about the other gun. Thank y'all for watching.